Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Real Deal podcast. I am joined here today by
Amelia.
And I am Isaac Petz, and today we are going to talk about Season 5 of Stranger Things.
Yay! This is very anticipated.
Yeah. I didn't like it that much.
We're really starting off with a
yeah.
bang.
Do you have... Well, I feel like it's easier to name, or like it's a shorter list to name the good things about this season than the bad things.
Yeah, you know what? There were some things I liked, but was it the best season? No. That is, I think, in my opinion, Season 1 and Season 3.
I think whenever they do something practically, like the Veccna design, because a lot of that was practical, it looks really good.
They changed it, didn't they?
Yeah, they changed the design. They made his waist slimmer.
I was going to say, I remember watching that on my TV. I was like, he looks kind of snatched.
Yeah, he was like bloated in Season 4.
No, they did him a lot better. Mm-hmm. He looked a lot more...
Also, there was also a lot of like more brutal kills in this season.
Yeah, what in the world was up with that? And we're kind of excluding like Eleven's fake death.
Yeah.
And I think, what was it? I want to say episode...
The last episode,
6.
Right?
It was at the last episode, yeah.
Yeah.
Because that's when they had like that big long monologue talk that was kind of unnecessary.
Where now we don't know if Eleven's alive or not, but she probably is.
Really?
Yeah.
I kind of think she's dead.
You don't think so?
No.
Well, part of it's like, why would they show all that?
That is true. You know what? Yeah.
They're definitely leaving it open for like spin-offs or whatever.
True, but I don't think we're ever going to see 11 on screen again.
You don't think so?
No, because it kind of like makes sense that she goes on with her life and is very undisturbed.
Yeah, but you don't think they're just gonna do it anyways?
Like show up anyways?
Yeah.
Like maybe like not like a teaser scene, but kind of like a, what is it that I'm thinking of? Just like a sneak peek.
What do you mean?
Like kind of just like, they say something along like the lines of like, I wish 11 was here, or life sucks without 11, and they just show 11 in her new life. Like, I don't know. I don't know the word for it.
I don't know. I mean, like, it is worrying. Like, the Duffer Brothers, when are they going to start threatening us with more seasons or more series?
Yeah, what about the fake episode?
Yeah, I don't think that's ever happening.
No, it's not.
No, it's not. Well, they might just, like, make another show and just call it, like, the 9th episode or something.
Can you imagine if that's like what they lead off with?
Because they got the idea from Reddit, probably.
Oh my god. Wait, whatever new series they come up with, the first episode is the 9th episode.
Yeah, they just call it, well, they just like remake Stranger Things in like 20 years. We like reboot Stranger Things in 20 years and just refer to it as like the 9th episode.
Would Stranger Things be a good reboot though?
In like 20 years?
It could be.
Definitely, yeah. I mean,
it'd be interesting.
I mean, when I say like reboot, I'm saying like they're all like older. Like, you know, like the Ghostbusters reboots.
Oh, yeah. When it's not
like,
so much like a remake, but it's more of like a, this is what they're up to.
Or like, what else does that? Where it's like them all older.
Victorious is kind of doing that.
It is?
Yeah,
like the R. Carly show?
Yeah, exactly. They're like bringing back new characters, but Trina Vega's going to have her own spinoff. Thank goodness.
Who's Trina?
She was the really annoying sister.
Oh, okay, yeah.
The one that thought she could sing but couldn't.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So yeah, we never actually talked about anything we liked about this show.
No.
we really
We're
got
getting
sidetracked.
off track.
Yeah. Well,
we gotta lock in.
I liked some of the more like gorier like horror things. Mm-hmm. Like there's a part where Veccna stabs someone in the face.
Yeah, like through the eyeballs.
Yeah, through his eyes, and it was
that was insane.
I don't think you even see anything close to that violent in even season 1, which was more
season
like
1 was very like mundane. I think they killed a lot of people more off screen.
Yeah.
Because I mean, Benny. Think about Benny, who was the person that took 11 into the burger shop or whatever.
Oh yeah, he got killed off screen. But he didn't get killed by a Demogorgon or by the military?
No, it was by like someone who was trying to find 11.
It was
and they just shot him between the eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I also think the first 4 episodes were pretty decent.
No, they were really good.
The first 4 episodes. Once we get past that,
it kind of
falls
just
off.
Like, it went.
Well, I think
really
the cliffhanger was really cool with Will getting powers.
True. No, the reveal for that, because I didn't see that coming. Mm-hmm. That was really cool.
I unfortunately got it spoiled like 20 times over.
No.
Yeah, because everyone was making jokes. Everyone was making jokes and edits of it.
Dang.
Yeah.
I did not. I tried to stay offline.
He never did it. He barely did it again.
No, that was like, they hyped up so much in that scene of like Will finally getting superpowers, and everybody's like, holy crap.
Yeah.
And
it feels like a big moment, but then it never comes up again.
It came up maybe like once or twice.
Yeah.
Because there was...
He helped out at the final battle with 11, but 11 was the one doing most of the stuff.
No, exactly.
Yeah.
He was just kind of holding Veccna back so 11 could take some swings.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Pow, pow, pow.
I would have preferred if he was more involved in the final episode. But he was not.
Because it seemed like he was actually going to have, like, a lot of good moments in the show.
Yeah.
And then it just, like, I don't know. It felt more like they built up his character up to episode 4, and then all of a sudden it wasn't about him anymore.
Yeah, it went back to being about, because the first 4 episodes were pretty much like about Will. Like Will felt like the main character for the first 4 episodes of the new season.
About time too. He kind of deserves it.
Yeah, because he was such a like forgotten about character before then. But then past episode 4 of the new season, it went back to being about 11 again.
Like either 11 or whatever. How many kids there were?
Yeah. Oh, well, that's another thing. There's way too many characters.
Yeah, there was like, I think in season 1, like starting season 1, there was only like maybe
4 plus some of the adults.
Yeah.
4.
Like there was Nancy,
Will's
Jonathan.
mom, yeah.
There was Joyce, there was Hopper, and then the 4 kids.
Yeah.
Wait, am I counting?
And now it's like Robin,
count.
her girlfriend. What do you her girlfriend?
Vicky.
Vicky.
That just shows she was a very forgotten. I mean, she was kind of funny.
Murray.
Murray.
Also, I hate Murray so much.
Why does everyone hate Murray?
Do you not like? What do you?
I
like
kind of like Murray. I don't like get the hate.
Everything he
but
says.
But he's not my favorite.
Everything he says is either unfunny or creepy. And his introduction was he wanted 2 kids to have sex in his house. Do you remember that?
When was that? Like season 2?
That was in season 2, yeah.
Oh, that was Nancy and Jonathan. Ooh.
Yeah.
That's just lovely.
Yeah, and then like everything he says or does is so creepy.
That's
and
fair.
It feels like a character that should have been killed off.
You know what? It kind of would have been a decent killing off.
Yeah.
Because I feel like, I remember when the finale was about to drop, and they were like, "There's going to be like 5 some characters that are going to die," and I was like, "Oh, who are these people going to be?" No, the only big one was really 11, and then 8, and 8 really wasn't a big death. Kali?
8 died? Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I guess kind of. You don't.
You can't really say that Kali lived. She died.
Yeah, I guess. Cause the.
She was either shot or she was left in the Upside Down.
Yeah, and the Upside Down was destroyed at the end.
Exactly.
But yeah, that's another thing. Like, a lot more characters should have died. And there's just, like... There's way too many. Max, too.
Really? I kind of like that they
brought
Max
back. Not Max. I'm not saying she should have died, but she's just another character that's, like... There's just way too many.
It did kind of feel like her plot was a little bit watered down. Because she was stuck in the coma, and then she got back out, and she really didn't do much except for guide 11 and Kali through Veccna's mind, and that was pretty much it.
Well, one character I do think was a cool addition, Derek.
Derek was the best addition to that season that they could have made. I loved Derek.
He just reminds me of
Eric Cartman.
Eric Cartman, yeah.
He is Eric Cartman.
I just like him a lot. He also has I like his fit. The polo.
He literally does look like Eric Cartman, though. Like, think about it, though. He's got the zip up, which Eric Cartman kind of has like a giant puffer coat, but it's like basically the same thing. He's got like knee-high socks, shoes, the shorts. He's dressed like a rainbow.
They talk very similar.
Yeah. Wait. No, never mind. I was gonna make a connection. I can't do it.
Well, that was his first. Actually, his second acting gig.
Yeah, because wasn't the first one a commercial?
Yeah, his first time was a
insane.
commercial, and then he's in this.
I love how he casually just told everyone he's in a mayonnaise documentary.
Yeah.
Just to cover up the fact that
he also didn't tell his friends that he was in Stranger Things, which I guess he couldn't have.
No, well, I mean, but because then people would ask for spoilers.
Yeah.
Which you can't really like.
But by the time the first, I
Shaq.
can't imagine what he was going through when the first 4 episodes came out.
Yeah.
And like I imagine most of his friends must have wanted to know.
No, for real. Can you imagine being his friends though? Like probably not being old enough to watch the show. I guess like, because it wasn't season 5 filmed in 2024.
Yeah.
Yeah, they would have probably been old enough.
Probably. I think they've been filming. I don't know. Yeah, I think it was filmed in 2020.
Yeah, it was like at the start, and then they finished at the end of 2024.
Yeah.
Anyways, but no, they would have been old enough. Can you imagine him like not saying anything to his friends, and then they watch Stranger Things and they see him on screen? They're like, "Wait a minute!
Why is Derek here?
Wait a minute! I know you."
Yeah. Well, he was in a lot of the promotional for some reason. Well, I remember when he was first introduced, and people were like, "Who is this?"
People hated him.
People hated him for no reason.
Well, it's because they said there were going to be no new characters, and then they introduced Derek, and they're like, who the frick is this guy?
Have you seen the documentary?
With
Or
the
should we
straight-
talk about Conformity Gate first or the documentary first?
Documentary, because I have no idea what the documentary is.
Well, it just basically showed a lot of the behind the like obviously
Oh,
behind the
yeah,
scenes,
I
but it
have
kind
heard
of
of it.
revealed like that they didn't have a plan for the final season like at all, and like even like
That would make
they were
sense.
filming like the 8th episode,
Yeah.
and they still didn't have a script for it. Like they
Seriously?
didn't have a finished script for it.
Really?
Yeah.
Procrastination station?
Literally, and they had like 3 years to write it.
Girl. Well, no wonder some of the stuff was so rushed.
Yeah.
Dang.
Like in the documentary, it's like they're in the room, and it's like I think around 2024 is when they get into the room together to start writing,
Yeah.
and they're like, "What are we gonna do, guys?" And it's like you had 2 years to think of something. What do
no.
you do? What else? Like I don't think the Duffer Brothers have anything else going on.
No. Have you really seen them in any
No.
make anything else since then? No.
They had
They
a
have Stranger
show
Things.
that they were trying to release, but like it quietly got canceled by Netflix.
Oh.
Mhm.
Well, that makes sense.
And then
Anyways.
yeah, but there was also like in the documentary you see them having ChatGPT open, so it's like did they use ChatGPT to write the season, and if so, it
That
makes
would
sense.
make sense.
Yeah.
It would maybe for the first 4 episodes it wouldn't click, but for
Well, I think
season
they had the first 4 pretty much
condensed really well.
really well, like together. But then as they were filming, they didn't have the later half of the season finished,
No.
so they probably used a little bit of it to.
Yeah, to like try to make everything. That's probably why there's a 6-minute coming out scene of Will.
I think that one was AI.
Maybe.
AI.
Maybe AI.
I love ChatGPT and AI. I forget who said that.
No.
It was someone from Europe, someone from the royal family. I'm pretty sure.
Oh God. There's too many royal family members.
Yeah.
Is it?
I don't know.
Why is William the only one coming to mind?
What?
Like Prince William.
Prince William. I think
That just
maybe.
makes sense.
Maybe it was. I don't know.
We're gonna
Anyways,
say it's Prince William.
Back to the documentary. Yeah, I watched it. It's real. Like some of the like on set stuff is really cool, but then
Yeah.
it's just like a lot of this was wasted because they didn't write it properly.
No. Just you can't use ChatGPT in a finale.
Yeah.
I will say I liked the ending scene of the finale where they're all playing D&D. That
Yeah.
I feel was well.
Well, I
Was
think
well
it's like they were
done.
invited to a party, but then Mike's
Yeah, and
like,
by the girl that rejected Dustin
Yeah.
years prior at a dance, and she's like, "You guys want to come to my party?" And Dustin's like, "Nah, we
We'll
got
play
better
D&D."
plans. We're gonna play D&D, sucker."
well, what do you think about the final episode being 2.5 hours long?
I think for like as much time as they had to like answer some of the questions, they just didn't utilize it.
Yeah.
Like that was the thing that bothered me the most. Because specifically, there's some things that I wanted to know. What happened with the Turnbow people? With Derek's family?
Yeah,
were they locked in the barn the entire time, and are they just left there still?
It's also interesting, like that entire town knows, or like most of the town knows.
Yeah.
At least half the town knows that there's like another dimension and there's like demons and stuff, and they just like don't really care.
They just don't care.
They just kind of go on with their lives, like don't even acknowledge it.
It's like ever since the events of season 1, they just don't care,
Yeah.
which is real. Because you kind of start developing in that, I'm sick of this.
Yeah. Well, I feel like in season 4 it kind of led into season 5 in a way that I thought it was going to be more like a post-apocalyptic season.
Yeah, well, because what was with all like there was the ash falling from
Yeah.
the sky, there was like the red clouds.
And they
it was,
really like diminished that in the season 5 to the
no,
point where
they
it's just like,
completely
oh,
got rid of it.
there was just a quarantine now. And it's like, that's not what it looked like in season 4.
No, it's like everything looks so bright and pleasant
Yeah, and
and
that's
lovely.
I was excited for season 5 because I thought it looked like a different feel because but then
Yeah.
you watch season 5 and it's kind of just Stranger Things.
They just
again.
kind of picked up at a random spot. Sorry, I'm like choking on my own spit right now. That's fun. But yeah, no, it was just like so many questions from the finale. They had 2 hours to condense even just a glimpse of some of that, like maybe what happened with Max's mom, because we don't know what happened to her
Yeah.
after season 4. Like, did she move away?
Well, did you hear the story about how Max's mom, the actress, has cancer and she said like
Oh yeah.
that if she was
wait,
in the
yeah.
series, it could have helped pay for it.
Why didn't they do that? That's so mean.
Yeah.
That is so freaking mean. Oh my God, we're gonna cancel the Duffer Brothers. Duffer Brothers. I can't speak.
Yeah. I don't know. Do you think they're ever gonna make something again? Like, I know that sounds weird. Like, probably, yeah. But
I mean,
like,
they
what
will,
would they
but
do?
will it ever be as good? I'm hoping they lean more back into like the sci-fi horror genre.
Well, that was their first show.
Yeah.
And I feel like a lot of the writing complaints is like, it is their first time writing a show, first time finishing a show, first time
That's fair.
doing
Well,
all of this.
because like some of it, like you said, was silently. Like,
yeah, their other
canceled?
show was silently canceled by Netflix. But
Right.
some things I've heard is like, maybe it was because they just really wanted them to stay on Stranger Things, or maybe maybe it really was just bad. I don't know.
Yeah, that would.
Or maybe they just didn't have a time slot for, or like, not a time slot, but
No,
you know what I mean.
they had plenty of time slot. He's so real. Are you kidding
It's
me?
a streaming service. But we haven't talked about conformity gate yet.
No, we haven't.
Were you like believing that was going to happen?
What was the conformity gate again?
It was
Remind me?
just the idea that there was going to be a 9th episode that revealed that,
right.
that the last
No.
episode didn't actually happen.
I maybe believed it for a second, but I also didn't think it was
It's
going to
also
happen.
like, this is like a 2.5 hour long movie for it to just
Exactly.
be like, none
what
of
do
it
you
happened.
mean all of a sudden it just didn't happen?
Yeah.
Like, that just feels weird.
I mean, like, I don't know. I didn't hate what came after them defeating Veccna as much as other people did. I
No.
feel like so many people were like, oh my gosh, it's just a happy ending and everything's fine. It's like, it was going that way anyways. Like, did
Yeah.
you not think that was what was going to happen? Since, like, I mean, none of the characters died. Do you think
No,
they were
except for 11.
11?
Well,
Did you think just half
died.
the cast was going to get killed in the last, like, 10 minutes before?
I honestly thought Steve
falling
and
action?
Dustin were going to die.
Yeah.
That was
like,
just, like, because it felt like they were building up to that.
yeah. I don't know. It's just like, I don't think it's that bad of an ending as people say
No,
it is.
I liked it. Because I thought it was, like, a nice, like, way to complete the show. Like, everything came full circle.
My job.
Where it's...
Why didn't you come in there and tell one of us? We would've
where everything is kind of just like they defeat Veccna, they defeat the Mind Flayer, they destroy the Upside Down. It's like, I don't get what more you want.
Yeah, I don't like. I guess.
Like, do you want it to end there?
I
Because
guess
then
people
you
saw
don't
it-
have any closure.
People are used to like Game of Thrones style endings, I guess. Or I guess that's a worse example.
Right.
But like, well, I think Game of Thrones like did the opposite. It was like trying to defy your expectations so much that it ended up having a bad season. That's what I've heard
Yeah.
from people. I haven't actually seen it. But like Stranger Things
I
is
don't
like,
have the desire to.
yeah, me either. I can't watch something if I know it's gonna end up being bad.
No, exactly. Like, if someone tells me, like, it's really good the first season, and then all of a sudden it's just kind of going downhill,
Yeah.
and I'm like, well, then
Like
I
I
don't
would,
want to
I
watch
would,
it.
I probably wouldn't watch Stranger Things if I hadn't watched it already.
Like,
you know what I mean?
Yeah. Like, I probably wouldn't have continued watching American Horror Story if someone was going to tell me it was going to go downhill.
Yeah. Have you seen all of it? Oh.
We'll talk more about that after podcast.
Okay.
Because I was going to say, we got to stay on topic.
Yeah. Okay. Have we talked about the coming out scene? Not
We
fully.
mentioned it.
We mentioned
We
it.
didn't go in depth in it.
So
it was ridiculous.
Yeah, it's funny because it starts off. Will's just gonna tell his mom that he's gay,
Yeah.
but then Mike comes in and Will's like, you know what? No.
Actually,
Everyone-
everyone needs to hear this.
Everyone needs to know.
Let's just gather everyone. And half these people have only just met Will.
Yeah, like 8.
Like,
Eight,
Eight
she's in
has
the back.
never met Will.
She has no idea
Vicky
what's going
has
on.
never met Will.
It was really
Who
funny. I watched
else?
it with my friend, who is gay, and he's like, "This is the most obnoxious thing ever."
How do you mean? No, because they had like a really good coming out scene with Robin and Steve.
Yeah.
But how do you mean? How do you go from that to all of a sudden just going to? I don't like girls.
I don't like girls.
That's a way to phrase it. Sure.
It's just crazy the way they approach it.
It was like, I think
It's also like,
Seth said I think it was longer than the final battle.
yeah, it was
with-
longer than the final
That's
battle.
insane.
Like 30 seconds, I think.
Oh my god. Well, still, that's a difference.
Yeah, but like
That's just
it also happened during when the abyss was falling towards Earth, and they had to stop it. And they were like they're on a
True.
time crunch.
It's like there's a time and a place for everything. This is not
Yeah.
the time.
I almost feel like it would have made more sense if it was in like that falling action section,
True.
where like a bunch of like things are happening like after they defeat Veccna, like
Yeah, like kind of like further towards the closing scene.
yeah. I think if it happened there, it would have felt a lot more natural.
Mhm.
But I don't know.
But this just kind of felt like, oh, the world's gonna end, so I might as well
Mhm.
just say something kind of cliche.
Yeah.
It does feel very cliche.
But also like Will implies that Veccna would use that if he didn't tell them, Veccna would use it against them.
There's got to be other things Veccna would have used against
What does he mean
Will.
by that? Like, would Veccna, like, hey guys, your friend's gay?
Or no, specifically towards Mike.
Maybe? I don't know.
Mike friend-zoning Will, though, was honestly kind of funny.
Yeah.
No, because I feel like...
No,
Will was
best
like,
friends.
No, because Will's like, maybe after all this, we can still be friends and nothing will change. And Mike is like, no. And Will has like the slightest glimmer of hope. And then Mike hits him with the best friends.
Another thing about Mike is, remember when he was the main character?
Yeah, in season like 1 and 2.
Yeah. And
What
now they
happened
just
to that?
Completely. Now he's like completely forgotten about. He has like nothing
no
to do.
one has any. I don't know. They just kind of did Mike dirty in the last few seasons.
There's also that
Poor
scene where
Mike.
Mike's saying bye to 11, and you can see like he's not actually like holding on to her.
Mm-hmm.
Like his hands like this.
Well, because she was married.
Yeah,
People
but
were
like,
like, her husband was on
set.
set
Is that
about
actually
to throw
true, or
hands.
is that like a
I
joke
don't
people have
know.
been making?
Maybe.
Because I've heard that joke, but I don't know if it's actually true.
No, neither do I. Neither one of them has said anything about
Probably
it.
could be, but
It's
I don't know,
true.
because before she was married, they had no problem.
No.
Like kissing on scene and on
like
screen
being
and
all
stuff.
like physical.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden she's married.
Yeah.
And he's like, it's the slight like just this, It's like a handshake.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
What else is going on in Stranger Things? what else going on in Hawkins?
What strange things are going on in Stranger Things? See, what else
yeah,
have we
yeah,
talked about?
every
We
other,
talked about the coming out scene.
Every other line is like, you guys, and this has been a problem since like season 3.
Mm-hmm.
Where like every other line is like, you guys might want to see this. Or, he's right behind me, isn't he?
I hate those kind of lines.
I know. It's
I like them if they're used in like kind of like a comedic sense.
Yeah, but like everything in Stranger Things is 100%. Like they
It's
try to
serious.
take everything 100% serious. Oh, also guys, if Veccna is this jar of peanut butter, and Will is this computer, and we try to make a Wi-Fi connection between the two, like every other line, like every time they come up with a plan, they have to use like an object to explain it, and it's just like
Exactly. You can't just use your words.
it does feel like they have a formula, and it just like I just zone out whenever they start talking about
No,
it.
true. What was like the who was making popcorn? Was it Erica or Lucas?
It was
I think it
Lucas.
was Lucas. Like Lucas trying to explain something using his bag of popcorn.
Yeah,
Like how to kill a Demogorgon.
I was
with
watching that
heat.
with a friend, and neither of us had seen it yet, and I was like, "Hey, buddy, Lucas is gonna look at the popcorn, and he's gonna get an idea from it." And then he got
an idea from
And then
it.
he got
Because
an
this is the
idea
stuff
from
that
it.
happens, or Erica looking at the newspaper.
'Cause it happens
She's
all
like,
the
let's go
time."
kidnap the teacher and get him into this plot.
Yes, I also didn't like.
I like that they brought the teacher back.
Yeah, I like the teacher, but
Like, it kind of gave him, because we really didn't see much of him for the rest of the show, so it was kind of nice to see what happened to him.
yeah. He has Riz too. That's funny.
He does. With the school
Librarian.
library.
Yeah. Remember that first season where he was watching The Thing with another one of the teachers?
Yeah. Oh my god, what happened there?
Well, it's just funny. They set him up to be like this nerdy character, but then he
has
like,
Riz.
He always has a girlfriend every
He
season.
has game. That's not always realistic.
Yeah.
I don't have game. Just saying.
What?
Anyways.
I was gonna say there's like almost like kind of finishing off. There are way too many heart to hearts in this show.
Yeah.
Like there are way too many characters of
Specifically
like.
in the finale.
Mm-hmm. It was a problem with season 4 too. I feel.
Yeah, with there was Will and Jonathan,
Yeah.
like trying to make the
Steve and what's his name, Dustin.
yeah.
And
I
then
kind of like that one
Mike
where he's
and-
like grieving
Mike
and he
and
doesn't
Will.
want to lose another person.
And then what's his name, Max and Lucas, and it's just like it happens every like
Mm-hmm.
30 minutes.
True, and 11 and Hopper.
Yeah.
That one specifically was very like scattered across the series.
Yeah.
Or was every few seconds they have to have a heart-to-heart talk. I can't talk.
I first noticed it in season 4, and it's like I noticed it in season 4 because like none of the characters were talking to each other for most of the season,
Right.
but then they all had a heart-to-heart. Every single one of them, like separately, had
Mm-hmm.
one in like the last episode.
True. No, why?
But then in season 5, it's like every episode has one, and it's every like 30 minutes. Practically.
It just was not needed.
Yeah, I want to say like past episode 4 is when they really started doing it.
Yeah, well, because they didn't really have a lot of them leading up to that, and then
Yeah.
all of a sudden they're like, oh shoot, the series is ending. We need to have this many heart-to-heart talks
Yeah.
between these people, and they need to get closure, and they need to express their feelings. And it's like, y'all can stop.
And it's like it's every 15 to 30 minutes. And like I showed my roommate, and he was like, they're just talking way too much in this show.
That's the problem though. They used up all the talking, like they used up all the action sequence time
Yeah.
for the talking sequences. They didn't need that many.
Yeah.
We could have had a better battle.
I know, it could have been longer, it could have been
It could have been
more
so much
interesting.
better. Rather than how long was it?
I don't know,
6 minutes?
Yeah, and
We
like
could have
and
had,
the fact
like-
that they're just like throwing each other around for the most part, when they can enter each other's
True.
minds
Or they're
and
throwing
show them whatever they want.
exactly.
But like no, instead they just throw each other around in the whole arena.
Where were the demo dogs or the demo?
Yeah, that's another thing. I guess they just don't exist in the abyss. They only exist in the
No,
upside
like
down.
apparently not. Well,
It's
do the
weird.
demo dogs like it cold or do they like it warm?
I thought they liked it cold, right? Because
Yeah.
because the upside down is
Stranger Things
cold.
is supposed to be cold.
The upside down.
So
is
why
cold?
is the abyss a freaking desert?
Well, it's supposed to be in between the abyss and America.
Not even Hawkins, America.
Yeah.
every city, every town has their own upside down. Muncie probably has its
Muncie
own
probably-
upside down,
Muncie
and we just
definitely
don't know
does.
it
And
because
the
we're not in
sewers.
the plot.
In the sewers.
It is in the sewers. That's why they closed the sewers off to the school,
Yes.
so students can't go in there because they know what's under the school. Holy crap, we are geniuses.
And with that, that'll conclude our episode of or that'll include our episode on Stranger Things. We hope you follow us on what do you got? Instagram,
Instagram,
YouTube,
we have-
Spotify, and we'll see you in the next episode of The Real Deal.
Bye.